don't you tell us what's going on with Logan Paul and Nina Agdal?
Yeah. We touched on this a bit on Friday, but the situation has gotten much worse. So Dillon Danis has a fight coming up with Logan Paul, and he has taken the trash talking to lengths that were previously never traversed. He is posting pictures of Logan Paul's fiancé with like every man in California, and she is being called a harlot, a floozy, a loose woman, all of the above and worse.
And Mary's loving it.
And I'm loving every minute of it. One thing I love about this is that the internet kind of stopped being so savage for a while after like 2015, 16, 2017. And we became a lot more friendly and polite and backbiting. And now like that Elon is in charge of Twitter and people feel like they can free roam more on the internet, we're getting back to like the way that the internet used to be. And we're allowed to cyberbully again, and it feels great. One thing about this that I feel like it justifies the fact that people are posting all these memes is that Logan Paul is someone who can dish it out and not take it. Because like he literally hooked up with his little brother's girlfriend and put her in his diss track music video to brag about it afterwards.
Ew.
Like he was at least the king of this type of trash talk and also like making shit personal. And now that it's happening to him, he's mass blocking people. He's reporting this guy for harassment on X. And he can't take it when it's coming at him. And, you know, maybe that makes it more fair. And also all of this stuff is public. Like all of these pictures of her were paparazzi photos that were on social media that you could find in a Google search. And, you know, some of it is just Nina Agdal is a famous model. She's taken pictures with, I'm sure, a lot of celebrities, a lot of fans. And to insinuate that she's hooking up with literally every man she's ever taken a photo with is bogus. But, you know, it is trendy to talk about body counts. Like that's become the pet issue
your body
like
count?
The red pill community and social media in general. Like it's a hot topic.
Yeah.
And people are talking about like it's important to care about a woman's past and present behavior, and it's not respectable for a woman to be promiscuous, especially the woman that you choose to marry.
Yeah.
So one person said, Logan Paul and his wife getting roasted for being a beep is good for society. Girls will now realize the real consequences of being effed by so many dudes, lose marriage, wifey material value, get embarrassed, and it's only just the beginning. It's human nature. People will always judge it subconsciously. The first insult a girl gives to another girl is whore or slut, even if she's a liberal.
That's
true, right?
That is very true, right? Women go right for that one. And it's almost like there's a disconnect now because that insult is universal and goes back as long as time goes back. But the modern idea that who you slept with and how many people you slept with doesn't matter to who you are is still fairly new. So it's like our brains haven't caught up to the change in cultural, to the cultural change yet.
But you can't convince yourself with any level of indoctrination that it's respectable or empowering or morally neutral to be ran through.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bad look, period. And it also brings, you know, disrespect and shame on the people that you associate with. Dillon Danis is claiming that this is bringing trouble in paradise for their relationship, but we have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. All we know is Logan Paul is mass blocking anybody who tags him in these photos. Photos of her with every ex-boyfriend, Leonardo DiCaprio, Joe Jonas. She's even been with Adam Levine at one point.
2013, I thought he was married already.
Pictures of her with Jamie Foxx, with Nick Cannon, with all of these other randos too. And he now claims that he's found a picture of her that is so bad it would end their fight and result in jail time. He called it a nuclear bomb, and he sent it to Andrew Tate. He said, I was trying very hard not to get involved in this, and I'm still staying out of it, but I opened my Twitter inbox and had a message from Dillon Danis, and he's really not lying.
There's a $20 one there from Patriot American.
It says, Mary, are you talking about Jake's ex, Tana? I'm pretty sure her and Logan never hooked up. No, I'm talking about Alyssa Violet. Jake.
I love that you guys know all
Jake
these
was
names.
dating Alyssa Violet.
Guys, if it makes you feel any better,
And-
I don't know half of these names either.
And Logan went and hooked up with Alyssa Violet and put her in his diss track against his younger brother at the time when they were on the outs.
It is a bad look for a dude to if you choose to go down the path of deprecating other people, on other people, you have to be able to take it back. It's the same like when we do this show, right? We have opinions on people and people have opinions on us, and if you can't take those opinions being shared, then it's not really a good look, right? Mm-hmm. Like you have to be able to do that. It's not, especially for someone like him who made it his brand.
Yeah.
Like part of his brand.
Yeah, especially against a family member of all people. Like that shows that you really don't have any lines you're not willing to cross.
Yeah.
And so Alyssa Violet also weighed in and said that Dillon Danis is out of line here, but like she participated in the exact same thing, knowing what she was doing, and not taking accountability for it, essentially. I don't know what picture he could post that would end the fight, because I think they both take penalties, like they lose hundreds of thousands of dollars if they pull out.
I thought there was only a penalty against Dillon, not against Logan.
Oh, really?
Because Logan's a bigger name, so
Okay.
like he might not agree to it. And they
Do you
want
think that
him.
he might pull out of the fight?
At this point,
Because like you can't
No, he
do
can't
that
now.
now.
He can't now.
The ultimate win would be if he wins the fight.
Yeah.
Then it's just going to be in the history books like he won that feud.
even if he loses but doesn't go down early, I think he still kind of comes out like he kept his head. He didn't let the anger
I think he has to
overwhelm
win.
him.
He has to win the fight, or else like I don't even think that his fiance is going to respect him anymore.
Oh, I don't.
Because now it's like a matter of, oh, you have to go defend me.
She definitely wouldn't respect him if
now
he chose not to fight.
Now she's the prize. Yeah. Like if he loses the fight, he loses her.
She definitely wouldn't respect him if he chose not to fight. I would hope that she would still respect him if he fought and lost. But the guy, you're right, the guy has kind of made it about her honor.
Yeah. Another take here.
Whatever honor that is when you've been through 72 guys.
There are some double standards. Someone said no one ridiculed Kanye when he married Kim Kardashian. No one ridiculed Kid Rock when he married Pamela Anderson. Dillon Danis ridiculing Logan Paul is the first time in a long time that a male celebrity is being criticized for marrying a highly promiscuous female. So, I mean, maybe culture is shifting right now. Maybe
I don't think so. I think this is
maybe
just
our
the tactic.
cultural attitudes about promiscuity are changing.
This is only happening because it's in the context of Logan Paul.
We know like teenage boys who are probably the main audience for this feud right now are becoming more and more conservative, whereas teenage girls are becoming more and more liberal, and that gap between them politically keeps widening. Maybe that's a reflection of this, like the reaction to this. But like it's obviously scaled down because Nina Agdal is not nearly as famous as these other two women, and Logan Paul isn't as famous as Kanye or Kid Rock even.
Is he not as famous as Kid Rock? I think he's bigger than Kid Rock now.
At this point, possibly, but I feel like most people, like average people, don't pay attention enough to social media influencers.
I feel like people did make fun of Pamela Anderson. I feel like they did.
When the sex tape came out.
I feel like I at the very least I think that she got judged, and people who decided to marry her got judged. I do. I don't think our culture has changed that much.
Did Kim Kardashian get judged?
People in the chat are saying she did. I don't know if that's true or not.
But did Kanye?
They're saying Kanye did.
Did Kanye get judged?
They're saying Kanye did.
Because like I feel like people thought
she's a very different person.
Kanye changed Kim Kardashian and made her image more respectable, and even like just visually changed her whole branding and how people think of her. So I feel like it could be indicating a shift in people's attitudes towards
I think it's
Like
it's more of a shift towards trash talk, which is that it's in the context of this fight, right? If this was just happening in the for no reason, that I might agree with you, but this is happening in the context of a fight. Dillon Danis is not doing this because he believes in the virtue of women.
No.
He's doing it because he wants to win a fight. That's what people care about.
Yeah, he even said like, I'm super like pro LGBT, so I was about to congratulate Logan for marrying a trans person, and then I realized that she wasn't trans.
I don't buy that he actually believed that. I think he's making that up.
Corinna Koff, another influencer, has weighed in and said, I can't be the only one who thinks Dillon Danis is corny as F for harassing the F out of a woman for absolutely no reason. Talk shit to the person you're fighting, not his fiance. Also, someone tell him to stop sending and unsending messages to me and my friends. You look so desperate, my guy. And he said, I ain't reading all that. Good for you, though, or sorry that happened.
This is all trash talk. This is all in the context of a dude trying to psych a dude out.
Corinna said, Dillon, I realize no matter what I say, you'll just ratio me with your little virgin troll army. But in real life, you'll always have to stomach the fact that you are a loser. You sleep on someone's couch in Jersey City. She said, take that, you incel.
Take that, you incel.
And then he said, Corinna Koff is the kind of girl to have an OnlyFans, then get into a beef and cry and say it's harassment when someone posts the pics.
Yeah.
People forget this, but Corinna Koff was a MAGA babe back in the day.
I didn't know.
Like,
I remember you telling me
I've mentioned this before.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to have memory hold this, but she's like a mainstream social media star now. She was on David Dobrik's channel. But before that, I was introduced to Corinna Koff when she was doing Periscope live streams in her MAGA hat with her tits out, talking to a bunch of Trump supporters and talking about politics and talking about like build the wall, all of that stuff. People don't remember.
Yeah.
People forget so quickly. Let's play a couple of these clips of Logan Paul's fiance.
This one, the one, what is your perfect day?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Hold on, let's do this mode, and here we go.
Peeps would make me eggs and bacon, a lot of bacon and sausage. And then we would go to a basketball game.
She looks like Sasha Patrice.
He would cook
from
me
Little
dinner
Liars.
again, like a good steak with a good sauce and some potatoes, maybe some green beans. And then after that, you know what happens. Oh, hello. Peeps would make
There was another clip of her that went viral where she said that she sucked dick in the middle of a crowded stadium at a football game once.
Cheery. I remember that there was somebody who got in trouble for that during baseball during COVID.
There's something to be said for like, yeah, don't be a slut, but if you are a slut, keep some mystique about it. Like you don't have to put that all out there for everyone to know. Like you're entitled to your private.
But people don't want that
relationships
anymore. People don't want the privacy anymore. They want to make it all public. That's the difference.
Exactly. And that's why this all became a feud in the first place, is because all of this is out there in the public. It would be different if Dillon Danis were like posting revenge porn or whatever of this woman. But like everything he's posting is stuff that was already out there.
Yep.
So there's not much you can say about it. It's like not illegal. It's
like,
right there on Google search. Like
it's like when Eminem in the rap battle in 8 Mile tells you all the things that you can make fun of him for so that you get rid of the ammunition. They can't make fun of you for it if you acknowledge it first.
Yeah. Also, there's another clip of her on Impulsive where they're talking about how she delayed having sex with Logan Paul when they were first dating for a while. I don't know how long they think that should be or how long is a long time. But people are basically saying like he got cucked because she slept with everybody in LA and then made him wait.
My guess would be her logic, her feminist logic.
Like she's 30, she's ready to settle down. She's gonna make this guy wait.
Special.
Yeah.
I'm waiting because you're special.
But it's like if he were so special, would you not have been waiting? You know, all those years before that.
Well, let's say you
just a thought.
You wanted to watch this clip?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I will walk that line, and I'm happy to.
I feel like this subject is finished.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
The way she's looking
I will
at
say,
So, yeah.
you approached that phenomenally. Like you not having sex with me for the duration of time that you did was very important.
Okay.
You thought something was wrong with me.
I'll be honest, I thought I did.
You talked to Mike about it.
I said this girl's perfect as far as I can tell. There's one unexplored venture, and I have reason to believe that there's probably something wrong with it, because if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
To upclass my entire conversation, you just hit the nail on the head. It is actually why I was asking the questions, because there are a lot of people out there who have this conversation around how long people wait to have sex and how that then translates into marriage. And so that is where I was going. I'm not a classless person anymore. I've upgraded quite a bit since we started this podcast. Do you believe that waiting period had a long effect and led to this moment?
No.
I do. I absolutely do.
Really?
See,
Now, what
so
happens
she's
in a
claiming
disconnect
it
here? 'Cause
doesn't matter.
I don't see this often.
Sorry.
So she's saying that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Sorry.
Like,
Let me clarify.
I don't-
Would it have changed the outcome? No.
No.
Do I have a good amount of respect for it, and did I appreciate it? I absolutely did. I absolutely did. I thought it was classy. I kind of always wanted my fiance to.
Okay, that reminds me of I have to show you this this thing that somebody showed me this weekend. If this was going to be the cringe of the day today, have you seen this?
no.
My favorite here is, you can't see it, but it's a lady who's wearing a bunch of patches on her jacket, and one of them, if you look up in the corner, says "Virginity is a social construct."
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
It's just like, I respect that she wanted to wait with a certain person, but like, what does it all mean if you weren't waiting before you met him?
There's a $20 one there from Dreamcast Night.
He said she made him wait because she was waiting for her STD test to come back clean.
Could be, could be.
But I mean, I don't think that she necessarily deserved to get dragged into all of this, but Logan isn't helping himself. He's not doing himself any favors. He's sending the message that he's butthurt, that it actually bothers him, and that this is actually hurting his relationship. And that makes it all the worse. It makes people want to push even further. And now he can't back out.
Yeah.
He has to do the fight. He's not trash talking on Dillon Danis because he doesn't have the same ammunition against him. So the only way to rewrite this in the internet history books is to win the fight.
Yeah, that really is it. So he should be training twice as hard.
Yeah,
right now.
basically. Also, Andrew Tate offered to spar with Dillon Danis because of this.
Yeah. Yep. It's brutal, man. It's brutal. I do kind of feel. I mean, I do feel bad for her, right? She got dragged into something that she didn't really ask for.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't.
Her past is her past, but she's not hurt. She didn't hurt anyone. She's just. Her behavior is being called out, but it's not in the context of her. She's basically like shrapnel. Like she's.
It's not about her though. It's like, I don't know. I think this is more just a general vibe that like people's attitudes about feminism and sex positivity are changing, and she is just an example of a larger like archetype of woman that is getting criticized right now.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it's like, I mean, shame is a valuable tool. Like social shaming is the way that you get people to change their behavior, not by making it illegal to sleep around.
But they're not even shaming her here. They're shaming him for being with her. In a lot of ways.
It's both.
In a lot of ways. Like, she's getting the secondhand brunt of it.
I think they're shaming him for putting a ring on this woman's finger.
They would never do this if he wasn't a target to go after.
He's like this rich, athletic, famous millionaire, and he should have his pick of whatever woman he wants. Mm-hmm. And he ended up with one that isn't respected, that has a reputation of being promiscuous.
I don't think our society would do this to her alone these days. I think we celebrate sex positivity so much nowadays that this is only okay in the context of Logan Paul, who people don't like.
Is it because people already don't like Logan Paul?
Yeah. Yeah. I think if Dillon Danis just out of nowhere started doing this, people would have a problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have done that because he wouldn't have had a reason.
But I'm saying,
I don't think Dillon Danis cares about sexual morality. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of the people dunking on Logan Paul or his fiance care about that.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.